The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Block off a play. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Go.
Go.
Check Mike 54.
Yo. Be grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, high 7. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
Clock now on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Bravo. Go. Ready?
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation,
and the Broncos get there and take him down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Check 50.
Now Murray dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump back. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, check right.
Hey, seam 6. Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locked. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Hey, Delta.
On play action, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Back. Hey, zoom. Get it.
Now Gordon on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Who that?
Steve Griffin.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his tight end fan, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Charlie.
54, Mike.
Ready.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's make these babies cry right now. Check. Fresno.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. The first down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, high 7.
Back to the air on second down. It's locked. And his throw is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They look to throw. It's locked. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's just me and you.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Murray with a third and long. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ready. On first down, Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Let's go. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
1st down, Cowboys.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Here's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And an alley to run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
You ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Block off of play action. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 99.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's Locke. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Locke gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You're not ready. Hey, watch this, watch this.
You draw quarter. Ready?
Now Locke again. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, orbit.
55, Mike 55. Hey,
From the 24, Locke. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
70, Indy.
54. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Begin.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Locke to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Broncos, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Post-game report player stats. Finish game. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 3 options. Isaiah Johnson is selected.
My name, huh? You ready? STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition shouldn't
Power. Pass protector. Power.
from the winning side, ready to try, keep it different vibe. Bitch, you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Feedback, they clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace